last week on Discount Heroes.
All right, and so Froggerbuns is worryingly fussing over your bodies. And now let's go back to you guys. Let's take this as an opportunity to celebrate the peace between our peoples. With the greatest show in the world, I present to you the Discount Heroes! You see weapons appear floating in the air. They begin spinning through the air before they fire forth.
But I'm going to use my Ring of the Grammarian to cast Thunder Rave.
And I want to shoot out into the crowd like some of my favorite treats that I cook.
People are pelted with shrimp. Butter falls on the ground. They're slipping in the butter. It's a mess.
Everybody get ready to jump on 3. 1, 2, 3. And do an updraft. So all their hair is like blowing up in the music.
Oh, it's Earth, Wind, and Fire. How many bands are going to show up for this thing?
Just kind of like teleporting on their head and smashing into them around.
Reaches into his pocket and pulls out his pipe of smoke monsters. Bellow the most magical, like wyverns, and it's the smoke going through all the lasers that really lights it up.
The elementals still standing close in. Each of them raises an elemental arm, fires out towards the crowd and towards the band.
As like an iridescent wall builds up behind them, kind of creating a safety net on the backside of us.
Wow, it's a wonder wall.
Welcome to Discount
So how's everybody doing?
Gay? Oh, wait, never mind. Good.
Well, that one's staying in.
Damn it, I didn't even plan that. It just came out.
It just happened. You just came out right there, huh?
Damn it.
I'm feeling great, Brent.
Welcome to Discount Heroes, where questionable results are always guaranteed.
I have some troubling thoughts about Silly String.
We're a chaotic character and story-driven real play podcast. We're a group of 5 friends. We've known each other for 17 plus years. We've played countless hours of questionable D&D.
I really liked that.
And now we want to share with you the game we love so much. My name is Brent. I'm the DM. We got 4 players here. Why don't you introduce yourselves and who you're playing?
Yo, my name is Tyler, and I'm playing the frontman of the most rocking band in the world, the Discount Heroes.
This is Aaron, and we will dimmer rock you. I'll be the Tiefling Bard drummer.
This is Jared playing the part of
Theodora, the human roadie, isn't it?
And this is Matt, and I will be playing the part of the saxophone-wielding gnome wizard, Nox Longfoot. I want to rock!
Oh, I thought you were going to hit us with one of your old great rhymes, dude.
Jared, oh, did that not come through? That didn't come through, did it? Jared, I screamed, I want to rock.
Oh man,
It came through for me.
you want to do it? You don't want to do it one more time?
Will you say dimmer rock instead, though?
I want to dimmer rock!
Will you say I want some cock instead?
I want...
Almost got it.
Yeah, almost got it.
Almost got it. Damn it, that was close.
That was really close. I don't know if y'all could hear any of it, but it was really close.
We can
Yeah,
see it.
you got to I want some.
All right, so I got a question for y'all this week. Hopefully you've got some good answers here.
Doubt it.
My question is, describe a time when a friend or acquaintance almost got you into a lot of trouble or definitely did do that. If you need time to think, I have one prepared.
You go ahead.
So in high school, Me and my friend William went to the gas station. We walked into the Shell, and the first thing he does when he walks in is says to the guy behind the counter, "Hey, this is a robbery."
No, he did.
Oh,
No.
And the dude was not happy,
No shit.
and he threw us out of the gas station.
You should have been thrown out of the gas
Yeah.
station.
Yeah.
You should have been arrested.
I worked at a gas station one time where there was a group of like teenagers who thought it would be funny to put ski masks on out at their car before they walked in, and like one of their buddies was already in there, and my manager like screamed at him. He was like, "Are you ever idiot friends putting on ski masks before they come in here? They think this is a joke." Dude had to like run out there. He's like, "Fucking stop. He's gonna kill somebody." They don't appreciate that at gas station.
No, nor should they.
He also, at a restaurant one time, he was trying to get my attention as the waitress was right behind me by holding up his hand and snapping, and he said, "Hey, bitch, bitch, bitch."
Oh no.
Jesus.
I want to hang out with this guy, dude. I don't think I've ever been in trouble.
Yeah, I don't get in trouble.
So I was in 3rd grade, and a bunch of kids were in the bathroom flooding the toilets or the sink, something like that. And I wanted to be a part of it, but didn't want to do it. So I was there, but I didn't do anything. And then when we got caught, everybody told them that I was a part of it as well. And we got sent to the principal's office where you get paddled in Texas. And I had to plead and beg that I was not a part of it so that I did not get paddled.
What was his name?
Mr. Killian,
Oh my God.
the principal, yeah.
The angry Southern man.
He was bald and
Military
built like
guy?
a bull, yeah.
And the paddle had holes in it.
So it would move faster with the the wind
Yes.
would go through it.
Yep. I was so scared.
Piggybacking off Brent's story about our haunted house, we were on a beautiful Saturday afternoon smoking right outside of the basement door.
Oh no.
And
I'm shaking my head.
we could not see my parents coming, or my mom coming through the garage window because the maze was already built. And she opened the door to Brent just holding a 2-foot tall green. And
Big weirdo.
It was the worst one you could be holding.
big weirdo, that was its name.
Had all these green tubes coming out of it.
Yeah, so Brent got kicked out of the house. This is the best part. They were like, "He is not welcome back here for a week." We're like, okay. And my mom was like, "Tyler, you're not smoking, were you?" I was so high. I was like, "No, I was just a lookout." But like, I did not do a good job at all because I was too high.
And then I remember Brent called us and was like, "What should I do?" We're like, "Bro, just go to Noonday. We'll meet you up there."
Yeah.
He went to the park nearby and we all went up there to meet him.
So after this happened, y'all looked at your mom. We're like, "We're just gonna go out for a little bit. Nothing weird about it."
We were like 17 or 18. Like, it was,
They didn't really care.
Right.
she just had to care.
Yeah, because Dad and Mike were like up in the bathroom doing the same thing. Like, we just had to go outside.
Products of our environment.
Cheers.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember exactly what it was. I remember at the front of Tyler and Aaron's neighborhood, there was this big bush that was
I know.
like hollow on the inside.
Yeah.
So we always used to go sit in the bush and like hang out because that was a cool thing to do when you're like 14 years old. So I think it was like 1 a.m. one day and we're up there and I think it was Tyler. It may have been Tyler and me, but there was like a big green power box and we like jumped up on it and I don't know what we were doing. We were 14, so we're probably just like, I don't know, flipping off cars or
I
something.
think we were waiting for Tiffany and Lanny to come walking across the street.
Maybe, but there was like a car coming by and I remember thinking like, oh, we probably shouldn't be doing this because it's like past curfew, but like a cop's not going to drive by. And one car drove by, immediately stopped, flipped the lights on. It was a cop. We just fucking take off running. I'm sure they didn't even care. They probably just kept driving down the road. But we sprinted like a mile home through the woods.
I thought you were going to say that one time we shot Roman candles at a car through the bush, and then those guys chased us home in the truck.
I don't remember that.
I thought you were going to say when we threw rocks at cars out of that bush. And
I didn't throw rocks at cars.
we did, and some other people chased us.
I think it was a Roman candle.
I've been chased 2 times from that bush. No, I've been chased twice.
They cut it down, so all the shenanigans are over.
It was
I can
giant.
understand the rocks and the Roman candles.
Yeah. Y'all were stupid. We were just
I
stupid.
think we did water guns as well, but nobody chased us that time.
Because it's like he cleaned my windshield off. Thank you.
How about Kyle? That guy must have gotten y'all in trouble or came close to getting y'all kicked out of somewhere.
Every time we hung out with him.
Yeah.
I kicked him out of my house because he came downstairs wearing my mom's bra, and I was like,
I remember that.
I was like, you have to leave my house.
Leave now.
He's like, it's just a joke. I'm like, I don't care.
Where did you get that? You can't just go into my mom's room and take her freaking underwear.
He did.
Looking back though, as far as jokes go, that's a pretty good
Pretty
joke.
funny.
Pretty funny. I think we were a little harsh on Kyle.
I think there's some people that it's a funny, harmless joke, and then there's Kyle, and it's like, you need to leave my house.
He used to try to wrestle me all the time, and he got choked out, I shit you not, 100% of the time, like damn near to blacking out. And he would just provoke me constantly. And I would
He
just
loved
choke
it.
him out like 2 times a day. And he'd be like, oh, you're a pussy. And I'm like, Kyle, stop. If you don't know Kyle, which none of you do, he
You're
was
welcome.
the only person I've ever seen who was actually like a punk. Like, he lived that shit.
100%.
One time he decided to only eat lettuce
I remember this.
and like literally just lettuce like 6 days in. He was already a really thin dude. He looked like he was gonna die. He was like all gray. He was
I
like
remember that.
and so weak. Like, please eat something other than lettuce, bro.
I remember when him and Cody Johnson ran away, and like 2 days later, I went to Kohl's to like do school shopping, and Cody was just there with his mom, like buying clothes. I was like, I ain't fucking last long. He's like, only had $25 and 1 pack of cigarettes. I was like, you ran away in this economy.
Jared, you got anything?
I already did it.
We lit a bunch of fire tornadoes in the cul-de-sac, and Jared's mom came out and yelled at all of us.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't there.
Yeah, but I bet you got bitched at for it.
I came home with a buddy of mine. We Ubered from a thing we went to, but we wanted to get Waffle House because we were really drunk. So we stopped at the Waffle House on Bell's Ferry, and then from there walked to a gas station to buy more booze to take home. And while we were in the gas station, there was like 4 or 5, I don't know, fucking teenagers or some shit also there. And my buddy I was with just like, for no reason, just kept commenting on the stupid clothes they were wearing, and man, what the fuck's wrong with that dude's fucking shoes and shit like that. Really pissed these guys off. So when we walked out, they followed us out and were like, "Hey, you guys want to fucking do something?" And by that time, he was so drunk he forgot that he was antagonizing them and thought that they were the assholes.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it could have been bad. Yeah, we were coming back from seeing Trailer Park Boys live.
Oh, gotcha. After y'all bought a bunch of double cheeseburgers.
But he, like, they're following us, and he's like, I'm like, nope, we're going home, man. And we kept walking. They said something else, and he whips around, and I'm like, nope, we're fucking going, man. And on the way home, he's just like, man, what the fuck was wrong with those guys? I'm like, you are what the fuck was wrong with those guys.
I wasn't there. Didn't Derek almost get in a fight with somebody in a car that was like fucking gigantic?
Oh, yeah. Because we were flipping him off out the window, and then we pulled up next to him later, and he was fucking huge.
We were walking through the neighborhood that one time, Jared, and those guys stopped and started yelling at me, you and Brett, and they're like, you want to fight? You want to do something, pussy? And Brett was like, yeah, sure.
All right.
And like, he literally just like took his shit off and like stood in the yard. The guy got out.
Oh, I remember that.
He's like, come on up, be your daddy, boy. And he was like 20. We were like 16. And Brett was like, well, let's go. Come on. And the guy was like, no, it's not worth my time. And, like, Brett totally punked him. And just fucking left.
When you say that to somebody and they start emptying their pockets, it's like, oh, shit.
Yeah, right? I'll never forget that. Brett was like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, I wasn't there for that one.
Ooh, I got one more, and it was Aaron. I was with Aaron. We were driving home one day.
Oh, Lord.
And on the corner of Bell's Ferry and North Booth, there apparently used to be like a homeless camp back there. And we were driving by it, and Aaron looks at me. He's like,
Mm-hmm.
I heard there's a homeless camp back there. We should go check it out. I was like, hell yeah, let's go do it. So we just park, and we walk back there. And there's like a bunch of fucking tents, and there's like needles and condoms all over the floor. And there was nobody there, thank God. And I was like, what the fuck are we doing here? We're like 14 and 16. It's like, let's leave, please.
Dude, I completely remembered that, but have not remembered it since that moment.
Yeah.
I've never thought about that again. We totally did that.
Yeah.
You know what's so
That's
funny
nuts.
is that is where Cody ran away to.
And then it was like, we need to get out of here. Is that where he went?
I was gonna say, didn't
Yeah,
he live there for
that's
a
where
while?
he went.
Like, speak of the fucking devil. No, but even after that, like later, I'm pretty sure he fucking lived there for a little
I think
bit.
that was the one behind Walmart.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
God, we used to pour those puddles of gasoline in front of Miguel's house, throw a bunch of bottle rockets in him, point it at his house, and then light the puddle on fire.
Did we do that?
Yeah, I did it a lot.
Holy shit. I don't remember
You
that.
just lead a trail to the bottle rockets you already laid out, and it would just
Yeah.
light them up.
Yeah, you just literally light the trail and run.
Oh, shit.
So by the time you're like a good bit of ways in the woods, his house just gets pumped.
I understand why his mom moved.
I was still pretty close.
So let's get this show on the road.
On the road.
Oh.
Last week, our intrepid adventurers performed half of a completely ridiculous show. They put their lives on the line to create a fantastic light show filled with smoke monsters, properly set up sound equipment, and incredible music.
Properly set up. So
You're welcome.
But assassins began to appear in the crowd, conjuring weapons flying through the air. But a thunderous rave broke out, and the assassins were thwarted. As they entered the chorus of their performance, the assassins yet appeared again, conjuring 4 elementals which proceeded towards the crowd. But our heroes, with devastating strikes, shrimp scampi, powerful winds, and a menagerie of smoke monsters, were able to keep the crowd's attention and minimize damage. We join our heroes as they enter the bridge of their song.
Is that the third out of fourth kind of like in elements of the song? Okay.
Yes.
And you got a rolling snare beat going on. It's kind of like a break.
Right. So the 4 elementals, they're still there. They're still moving towards the crowd. They were pushed back by your last part of your performance, but they're still moving forward. They did do some damage, but the concert's still going. The crowd's still there. Maverick's watching intently.
And I threw up the wall of force on one side of us to try to prevent
that's
2 of
right.
them from getting
That's
to
right.
us.
The Wonder Wall.
All right, Dimrock's
Wonderwall.
still floating above the drum set, and he wants to float out over the crowd, pumping his arms in the air, trying to get everybody, excited about this part, while his magic drumsticks and his 3 orbs are playing the drums behind him. I've already taken my hoodie off, so I have my ram horn belly ring exposed. I want to spot the air elemental and aim it right at him.
Okay. Okay, Dio. How are you floating?
My magic boots.
Good.
my magic
All right.
jumping boat.
My magic jumping boots.
All right. No need to roll to hit. You hit.
Oh, I'm just gonna hit him with all my charges.
Or what does it look like when you use every charge?
I'm floating in the crowd above the air, and I start to do that wrestler move where, like, suck it, but I'm like doing it around my belly button. And I'm like thrusting, and I point out the air elemental.
This is deeply disturbing.
This dude's not chill. It's time to get riffy. And then I cast my belly button ring, hit him, and do 6d10
Ooh.
for a total of 38 damage.
Woohoo!
Nice.
All right. The ram, you defeat it. You can describe it how you want to, but it is.
The ram goes charging out of my belly button. Got fire coming out of its horns. The crowd is just loving it. And it heads straight towards this totally untubular dude who's not vibing at all. and it smashes into the back of him. And when it does, he explodes into a burst of water that rains down upon anybody nearby.
The air elemental turned into a burst of water.
Oh, fuck. And as it hits him in the back, a gust of air blows around in 360 degrees, and anybody close enough gets all the shrimp scampi juice blown off of them.
No. Blown off of them or back on them?
No, off of them. It cleans them up.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
He's correcting his past mistakes.
Yeah, the smell of garlic dissipates.
Yeah.
Can we just comment briefly? I don't think we did last week how wild of an action that was. And you just threw shrimp scampi on the ground.
It's on par, though.
It could have been good, though.
Fair.
It would have been my healing food. Do I need to roll performance or anything, or is that good? 26.
26. That's a success.
Nice.
Woo.
In honor of Ashley, one of our favorite listeners, I would like to say that Aaron really kept it shrimple right there.
Oh,
Which is a
wow.
hat she has that she loves. So
Gonna
there you
love
go,
that.
Ashley.
I don't even want to play anymore after that.
Okay. Is it my turn?
The crowd goes wild thinking that it was part of the show.
I guess we need to do something that is part of the show, huh?
Some people need to.
Yeah.
I'm in.
And I'll
Okay.
just-
What do we need?
I'm gonna say the drum
You
beat
know?
keeps getting faster and faster. It's like a marching.
Is there going to be a solo at the end of this bridge?
Sure, yeah. Sax, vocal, something.
All right. As the bridge starts really beefing up, Thrasher's still out there in the circle pit, and he rage. But when he rages, instead of his spirit band showing up around him, they appear on stage. That's right, 3 bands all playing this bridge, all about to play this solo together.
Hell yeah.
Can we see them, right?
Wow.
Oh yeah, everyone sees them.
That defies my expectations. It's so surprising.
Ooh.
Absolutely. You didn't expect 3 bands.
A third band.
As death metal appears. Now, are they trying to play along, or are they just playing their own shit? And
No, they're playing along
they're playing along? Oh, okay.
perfectly.
All right, so you can roll a... you can roll a performance check with advantage.
All right. All right, +1.
Oh, no way.
Oh, 3.
What'd you roll, Jared? Is your 2 dice?
I rolled a 2 and a 1.
Jared.
It's the
Jared,
shrimp
why did you
all
do
over
that?
again.
They
There's
show
shrimp
up.
everywhere.
Shrimp everywhere.
Man, it was such a cool idea too.
It is a very cool idea. So people look confused. It sounds like the sounds are kind of clashing with each other. They're not harmonizing properly. There's so many thrashers setting up sound equipment that the production value is like all over the place.
Oh, no.
They sound better than us, Thrasher.
I'm sorry.
Thrasher, the tune's not righteous. Nope, take that out. It's hard.
No, make it louder and leave
Nope,
it in.
make it louder.
Everyone loves it to do it to me. Yeah.
No, it's already over.
No, we'll take it out, Aaron, of course.
Is it my turn? Copes is gonna reapproach the microphone and yell out, "This show's not only for the people here, it's for all those woodland animals out there." And I'm gonna cast Conjure Woodland Beings. And I'm gonna summon 2 hippogriffs, who I'm gonna
Nice.
order to stand next to Maverick as like a defensive position.
Just conjure woodland beings. Okay.
Yeah. I can summon 2 challenge rating 1s. I can summon, less or whatever by their CR.
Okay. Okay.
This show is for everybody! Yeah, and they're gonna just kind of stand guard around him. And then I can use verbal commands to control them as a free action.
Okay. All right. What do you want? What are you gonna have them do when they appear? Just Just for visual sake.
They come circling down out of the sky, and then they both run up to the microphone and screech in unison with me as I sing my vocal solo. It's like Great Gig in the Sky, like Pink Floyd shit.
Oh, okay.
And they're like flapping their wings, and I'm waving my arms wildly.
Crowd loves that. Wow.
They do love it. Well, we're gonna see actually. Roll a performance check with advantage.
Yes. 21.
People are initially shocked by, what did you say they were? They're hippogriffs?
Hippogriffs, yeah.
Are initially shocked by the hippogriffs, but as they screech alongside you, harmonizing with you. Oh wait, does that cancel the updraft?
It does, yeah.
It does cancel it. People flap to the ground, looking with amazement at the hippogriffs as they screech, spreading their wings. There's still a thunderous rave going on. I don't know.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Okay. The hippogriffs are flapping their wings, sending the various smoke monsters drifting in the wind. It looks amazing. That's a success.
Nice.
Very nice.
Nice. Brent, what do we still need to do?
I think that's everybody, too. Does somebody want to do a solo?
I've got an idea, possibly, that might help some of our boxes. I don't know what we've ticked off, but
The assassins appear yet again from the crowd, weaving arcane sigils in the air once again. As they finish the spell, you see a circle appear on the ground. The crowd, which was once having fun, takes on their eyes take on a sinister glow as they begin to turn on each other.
Enemies abound.
that's not a spell.
That includes Maverick. The crowd is going at each other. Not everybody's affected, but enough are that it's chaos.
That you said there's multiple people casting the spells, right? It's not just
Yes.
like a one person thing.
That's right.
Is anybody going to react to that?
I have an idea potentially. I don't know if it'll work.
Do it.
Feel free to be creative here.
Yeah, I'm running out of resources. I'm trying here.
Can we use hit dice to magnify the effects of our spell and as far as how many people they target?
I think that is feasible. Yes.
Use it like a spell slot.
Okay, I'm gonna try. I got something here. As I continue to rip on the saxophone, my staff of power is going to light once more, and I'm gonna expend 6 charges to cast Globe of Invulnerability on the middle of the dance floor. And what that does is it's going to create a shimmering barrier around the center of our floor, and any spell of 5th level or lower cast from outside the barrier can't affect creatures within it.
Nice.
So it's just going to create like a safety dome within.
All right. Is there anyone specific you would like to include in the dome?
I want to center it on Maverick.
Okay.
So imagine like Nox is playing like the sick saxophone solo that's creating like a soothing melody. He's targeting towards the center of the crowd. Demrox, as he's floating over him and working his way back to the stage, I want to cast Fast Friends and use hit dice to expand its reach. So how many hit points what's the damage for hit dice?
Okay. How many?
Whatever I really roll.
It's whatever your die is.
Or my hit dice roll.
Which is I mean,
Yes.
even targeting one extra person is like getting a free 3rd level spell.
Someone to die. I have 38 hit points. So I cast it as a 4th level spell, so it targets 2 people. And I want to use 3 hit dice to create like a layer of dust that I dust over the people as I'm coming back. That are not in Nox's room.
What does the dust do?
It creates the Fast Friends effect. Or it's a cool drum line.
Is that how you make friends?
Yeah, Fast Friends. Magic dust.
It's magic dust.
Okay. Alright, you spend 3 hit dice. So yeah, you're gonna roll those and subtract those from your max HP.
16. I rolled 2 4s and a nat 8.
Oof.
All right, so let's make a performance check with advantage now. You've spent a lot here, so that's going to be taken into account.
21.
Nice.
All right, your friendly magic, it seems to fill the air, and it seems to be disrupting this hostile magic that these assassins are casting on the crowd. So you see people, they stop attacking each other where they were, and then they just start talking about how crazy it was that the show was so awesome that they started fighting each other. They couldn't help it.
Guys, the music is moving me.
Oh, yeah.
I just kicked Ron here in the teeth.
And is that where our bridge ends? And we move to the outro.
That's where your bridge ends. That's with the success. And we move to the outro.
I think the outro is defined by a lack of drum beat. It completely cuts out for a second. And something that's been like pulsing and carrying the crowd is now gone as it starts to build from our front man. It's kind of what I'm thinking. Like all the lights go out and center down on Coates.
Ooh, a little vocal
where
solo
there's
kind of
just
thing.
all this volume and all this noise cuts to nothing. And we're going to build it up and take it out.
And I just start bleeding.
Oh, yes.
Oh, I thought you said bleeding.
And the strobe lights are going along with that.
Yeah, I did too.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah, I get on time with my bleed. Yeah, exactly.
Our heroes continued with the bridge of the show. Demarok, with a determined glare, flew through the air, extending his body outward in a spectral ram bursting forth. The ram, glowing with otherworldly energy, charges at the nearby air elemental, dispersing it entirely. Nearby Thrasher, trying to amplify the show, invokes his ancestral rage, calling upon the spirits of his ancestors and fallen roadies. Ghostly figures materialize around him, their spectral forms shimmering with a faint light. On another part of the stage, Copes, with wild eyes, summoned creatures from the sky with a guttural roar. And what do you flourish anything? Do you like move your hands, or it's just me wanting to know?
I pull out my drumstick or my penis.
Yeah.
See, now we got to leave that part in, or that's
We'll put that at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I do like the robot into the weird arm squiggly thing.
Perfect. And with that, hippogriffs descend from the heavens, their majestic forms, a blend of eagle and horse, screeching alongside our heroes. Pausing his relentless sonic saxophone solo, Nox puts his instrument to the side, raises his small yet powerful hands, and with a few muttered words and intricate hand movements, forms a mystical sphere of protection around members of the crowd.
See, I don't understand why you had to mention the small hands there.
That's yet powerful.
That didn't seem necessary in the way you've described anything else in these past 104 episodes. I know you said powerful, but you said small first.
They're small.
Just seems unnecessary. That's all I'm saying.
Dude, you're a good gnome. Get over it.
You didn't mention that Copeses were hairy or fur covered or Thrashers are grubby. I think Demi said something weird about his in like one of the first episodes when he tried to describe him, but I don't remember what it was.
Oh, it's dragon something feet or
It's dragon feet.
Dragon feet.
I'm still not sure if I'm a dragon or a demon, if I'm gonna be honest with you. So
You're getting wildly derailed this episode.
I'm so sorry.
However, assassins cloaked in shadow rose from the crowd yet again, eyes glowing with malevolent light as they weave spells of mental manipulation, causing the concert goers to turn upon each other. The once joyous crowd thrown into disarray, friends and strangers alike succumbing to the magic, driving themselves to violence. But with a sweeping gesture, Demarok casts a spell of his own, summoning a dazzling wave of magical friendly glitter. The glitter sparkles with an array of colors and carries a soothing, calming, friendly energy, washing away the confusion and anger that's gripped the crowd. They blink in surprise as the glitter works its magic and resume, thrashing. All right, and now the outro begins.
All right.
Thanks for listening to the Discount Heroes. We record we release a new episode every Thursday. Is that not what? Am I off here?
Find it on all of your favorite podcast platforms.
So, Copes was bleeding into the microphone. As it starts, like, building to the beat, and he's, like, running around like Mick Jagger at 9,700 years old on stage, and he's just getting, like, fucking loose. He runs back up to the microphone, and he says, "We've all had a lot of fun here tonight, but let's remember why we're here. To ride this wave of unity and friendship forever." And then I'm going to use a hit dice, if you'll let me. Well, you're going to let me. I'm going to recharge one of my stacks of my ring. I'll roll that. It's a 6.
What, of your grammarian ring or what?
Yeah, is it cool?
Let's see. Is that cool?
I'll roll 2 if you want me to.
It's somewhat reasonable. Let's hear what you're doing first.
This is what I wanted to do the first time, but I'm going to...
Just go ahead. I'll worry about it later.
I'm going to snatch the base from what's his name?
Tracio.
As I yell, "Ride this wave," and then I'm going to cast Tidal Rave instead of Thunder Rave, and I'm going to surf the rave wave through the crowd. I'm going to crowd surf on his bass guitar through the
That's so cool.
crowd.
Wow.
All right.
Wow. That sounds difficult.
It
Not
sounds
for me.
pretty straightforward to me.
So I'm going to give you this. It sounds like you got a combination of skills going here.
That's fair.
If you succeed at both skills, you can get 2 successes out of this.
Ooh,
Because this is a crazy idea.
it's cool though, right?
Yeah, you'll have to do a spell, like a spell roll and a performance roll.
Okay, I'll do my spell first. Do I
Do you
get
still
advantage?
have a bardic?
I do still have the bardic.
I haven't dropped that spell yet. He technically has advantage
On perform.
on performance.
You can add the hit dice to the title rave roll.
Okay, so that's the spell roll.
Yeah.
It's going to be a nat 20.
Okay. So that's a
Okay, not this
13 plus a hit dice. Come on. It's a 16.
Plus Bardic.
Do I get the bardic still? I mean, you did give it to me.
If you have one, I mean, fine.
I gave all 3 to 1, and only Jared used it.
What is yours? A D8 now?
D8.
That's a 1, a 17.
Ah!
Oh.
That's enough!
Damn it, Copes!
17! The 17 is what you needed.
That's enough?
It's enough.
Oh,
Yes.
Oh,
barely enough.
Whew.
Okay, so that's the title rave. Now a performance check
Yep.
with advantage.
Mm-hmm.
It's a 24.
Hey!
Nice.
I surf on the base doing a handstand.
All right. And this doesn't drown the crowd or anything, right?
No, it's a wave of rave.
Right.
It's the crowd that's the wave, right? Like they're all doing the wave.
It literally, as the wave passes over them, it paints them all in black light glow paint.
Do the people become part of the wave?
Yes.
Yeah, and I'm surfing on them.
That's the best fucking show.
Dude, I want to go to this show. I realize this does not help with the assassins at all, but I really wanted to do it.
Oh, I love it.
Who cares about the assassins? He's already dead, man. This is a memory.
That's fair. And as I'm surfing on the bass doing a handstand, I'm playing the Freebird solo.
On the bass?
Yeah, it turns into a 6-string.
With your feet.
No, I'm doing a handstand.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I see. Okay.
That's logical.
Okay, that's the only way you could do that.
Right.
All right, the crowd's going crazy, the ones who aren't being ridden upon. I mean, they're going crazy too. They can't believe it.
But it hurts.
I can't either.
This is awe-inspiring.
That's one of the things.
Oh, I got something.
I got something if nobody's got something here.
I can or you can.
Well, Copes was talking about how this was for unity. I think in that somewhere he said something about that. Right, Copes? You said something.
I did, yeah.
So I'm going to use Major Image to create a 20-foot tall trident that looks just like Maverick and Yagan. Like giant versions of them on the stage, like holding hands, cheering. This is like what we're driving home. This is unity.
Yes.
I love that.
So I'm going to use Major Image to create, it's a 20 by 20 cube. So as big as I can get it, just these two people holding hands, just cheering, and maybe drop kicking someone if they can. But if not, just cheering.
Do they just appear, or do they rise from the earth, or do they...
I think, I'm going to say it looks like they're crawling out of the stage kind of thing.
Oh,
Like they're coming up from the ground. Because we rise up together.
all right. Everyone seems afraid a little bit, because, you know, they were attacked by an earth elemental earlier, but it rises forth, depicting both Yagan and Maverick. Roll a spellcasting roll.
Okay. Is that just a spell attack roll or just an intelligence?
Yeah. Spell attack roll.
26.
All right, you conjure an image reflecting the unity that they so strive for. Oh, okay. This is Major Image too, so you can even do other stuff with it, right? If you want to.
Yeah, I can move it around and they can make sounds.
You are the coolest band that has ever existed.
It's amazing.
All right.
Just for one song though. After one song, we don't have shit.
We used all our spell slots. We're almost dead.
If Brent says there's a second song, we're all going 6 feet under.
If we get an encore, it's fun.
We flash back temporarily to the bulbous sack room. You see Flarglebuns running around in a panic. You see the color draining from, it sounds like Cope's, Demarok's faces. Thrasher, you're pretty good, right? Nox, you're pretty good?
I have 13
Yeah, I'm
HP.
about halfway.
Okay, all of you are looking like you're dying. And Flarglebuns is,
What's Rick's body look like?
well, I'm not going to describe that, so you're going to find out.
Okay.
It's just off screen.
Almost got it. You almost got it.
You can see his boot in the corner of the frame.
He's panically worrying over the four of you. It looks like you're dying. All right, and now we can go to, I think we got Demarok and Thrasher left.
Yeah.
Woo! While Flarglebuns is looking at my body, does confetti just randomly shoot out of his horns?
It's only here.
No.
You have a boner, though.
And they call it Goblin Love.
As the bridge is ending, Demarok had dusted the crowd. He floats back to his drum set to regain control of the set. And as Coach starts his bleeding for the chorus, his kick starts to mimic up to it again. And after Coach does his crazy performance, Demarok stands up and starts playing the drums to get everybody's attention. And as he does that, he casts Mislead, which creates a invisible illusory double of myself.
Mm-hmm.
Or I stay invisible. So I stay invisible playing the drums, and I use my illusory self to run to the front of the stage, grab him a microphone, and I shout, "I'd give my life for this show!" Who wants to see me die?
Jesus Christ.
Who wants to see you die? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Who wants to see me?
I think Dimrock's got a thing for always taking it a little too far. Like, he's so hyped up. He thinks it's going to be sick. And when he says that, he kneels down in front of the stage. And I turn to Thrasher. I'm like, bro, trust me.
I'm coming.
Please chop my head off and punt it into the crowd.
Thrasher walks up, pulls his axe out of its axe hole, and raises it high above his head.
Let this be a sacrifice to unity!
The other Thrasher appears on the other side, holding his axe.
Yes.
Yep. And we take his head off, and it flies into the crowd.
Yes. As soon as someone in the crowd catches it, it starts to dissipate, and you see me reappear behind the drum set.
Whoa.
I've been there all along.
What a fucking show.
What a show. All right, so
Who wants to see me die? You know, there's one person in that crowd that's like, I really wanted to see him die. That scene feels like a cheap stunt now.
I mean, that's emotionally moving and heart pounding. So, I mean,
That is true, dude. I mean,
There's a lot going on.
we're going to do a combined roll here.
okay.
So, Thrasher, you can roll an athletics with advantage and add it to his performance with advantage.
Nice.
All right.
oh my
I
God.
got
That's going to be a 24 for the
and a
athletics.
28 performance.
Plus a 28
Wow.
and a 52.
That's pretty good,
That's
Brent.
pretty good.
The crowd.
We just talked about how much we had to rein it in before.
Oopsie. I want to get a shirt that says, Who wants to see me die?
As I sever his head and divide it from his body, may this act symbolize the undividing of our two people. Something symbolism!
Okay.
This episode will be titled, Who Wants to See Me Die? So if I forget, y'all please remind me.
No, it's got to be the greatest show on
I don't
earth.
think we're going to be
one,
forgetting that.
Part 1 and part 2.
Fine, the description of this episode will be only those words.
That's it.
Who wants,
Who wants
to see me die?
As the outro begins, Cope steps forward, his wild hair and fur rippling as he draws from his own life force to fuel his magic. He summons a tidal rave of magical energy. The tidal rave carries him on his bass guitar, gliding effortlessly through the crowd. The audience is swept up in the wave's momentum, his bass guitar thundering out a powerful solo that reverberates through the crowd. At the same time, Nox begins weaving an intricate spell. With a series of complex movements, he conjures two incredible illusions. From the earth, two massive statues begin to rise, one of a majestic human and the other of a mighty trident. The statues climb higher and higher, and their hands reach out and clasp together in a symbol of unity and strength, as the crowd gazes in awe. As they're entranced by this stunning display, Demarok steps into the spotlight for the final act of the show. With a little flourish, he secretly conjures a false image of himself and shouts,
Who wants to see me die?
The audience gasps, eyes widening in shock and anticipation as a human figure approaches the stage. Thrasher, axe in hand, flanked by his double. With a swift and powerful swing, Thrasher cleaves the devil-horned man's head clean off, sending it flying into the crowd. The audience is stunned into silence, their breath held as they process this shocking scene. And after a few heart-pounding moments, with a burst of magic, the real Demarok reappears on stage at his drums, whole and unharmed. The crowd erupts into wild cheers. The audience roars with applause and admiration.
Yeah! The best fucking show I've ever seen! This is the greatest show I've ever seen!
He didn't really die! What is this?
We did want to see him die, but he didn't
I can't believe it!
This is amazing!
That was so
Why is that guy
good.
still alive?
Why is that guy still
Unity! 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 Unity!
Bro, before you continue, I just gotta say this is the most fun I think I've ever had playing D&D, so thank you.
Yeah, it's amazing. Why is that guy still alive?
You see that the elementals, which I kind of forgot about, have disappeared. No more daggers flying through the air. No more magical incantations causing the crowd to turn upon each other. You see the crowd cheering in excitement, talking amongst each other, as Maverick steps forward towards the stage. He looks, I mean, I don't know how well you could read Trident expressions, but he looks amazed. But he also, roll an insight check.
Everybody?
Everybody.
27.
Ooh.
4!
A 19.
17.
18.
19 and 27 notice.
Not the 4?
Not the 4.
Not the 18.
Damn.
You notice different stuff. Less important stuff.
Wrong stuff.
Come on, the 18 doesn't, but the 19 does.
That's right. I mean, yeah.
Well, I mean, I
That's
guess.
how numbers work.
Welcome to the shithole, Copes.
Fuck you, Captain Wiggles.
You're writing a title rave on a bass guitar. I think it's understandable if you miss a few
Doing
details.
a handstand, yeah. I might miss out on some stuff. You know what I didn't miss out on? The opportunity of a lifetime.
Blimey, give me my bass back!
Isn't it?
Not only did we steal the show from these people, we actively took their instruments and just made it our own.
Okay, with the 1927, he looks confused. Looking around the area, he doesn't understand what he's looking at. There's still a lot of noise here. Is anyone in the crowd?
I am.
I guess.
Decidedly.
I guess so, yeah.
I don't feel like I am. I feel like I'm at the front of the
Got back in
stage,
the crowd.
bowing with my orb.
Yeah, I think I made it back to the stage with my giant imaginary people.
So he starts looking around wildly, as though nervous that something's about to happen, as though he's anticipating something. He seems to have completely lost focus on the show. As you can see numerous assassins emerging from the crowd, weapons in hand, moving towards him with a slow, trudging determination. Yagan quickly moves in to intercept, pulling out a pair of dazzling scimitars that whistle through the air as they're swung.
I take them.
Yeah, I figured you'd want those. He quickly dispatches a dozen assassins in just a short amount of time, but he's being driven back by the assassins. It seems that no matter how many kills, more and more appear, almost as though they're emerging somehow from the crowd.
Hippogriffs, protect them!
Sure, you could do that.
Assassins, slow down! And I cast slow on 6 of them.
Okay. The hippogriffs tear through the crowd. Yagan desperately defends Maverick as Maverick watches in confusion, looking around, unsure of what's going on. The slow merely slows them down. Others emerge from the crowd, seemingly out of nothing. Just more and more of them begin appearing.
Demarok jumps in with his chainsword and starts spinning it around his head, just trying to take out any assassin he can.
Yeah, I think Nox will do the same. Nox is going to cast Mirror Image, so there's four of them again, and just jump in and start trying to protect. Kill circle.
Cubs is going to jump off the wave and land as a brown bear in front of Maverick and Yagan and just roar and take a defensive stance.
Thrasher jumps on the back of the brown bear
Yeah, hell yeah.
with Maverick and Yagan in the middle, and he uses his
Don't cut my head off.
I was
uses his
thinking,
flame spit. I only do that when there's consent.
who wants to see him die?
He's gonna full vent his flame spitter, just spinning it around in a circle, trying to blast as many of these assassins as possible.
Everyone make a roll.
Any roll we want.
Some kind of attack roll or something. You're taking a defensive stance, but you can roll like a bear's attack roll. I'm gonna kind of generalize this, since there are so many of these assassins.
I'll just do a spell roll.
Wait, I'm gonna do it with recklessly.
Okay, deal.
All right, 25. That's much better.
That's me.
I got a 30.
We both got a 25.
11.
Well, this is pretty easy math. All right, the 4 of you combined kill 91 assassins, tearing through them, but they seem to just determinedly ignoring you. More continue to emerge from the crowd and push forward towards you. Your hippogriffs are quickly overcome. Our heroes, with spell and song and bear transformations and hippogriffs and axe, take out a total of 104 assassins. But no sooner does each assassin fall than another takes its place, emerging from the throng of concert goers somehow. This relentless pattern continues. For every assassin struck down, another steps forward. A never-ending wave of dark figures advancing towards our heroes, towards Maverick. Our heroes standing at the stage, or I guess you're on the ground now, scan the sea of faces before them. Alright, amidst the swirling lights and pulsing music, you see hundreds more assassins, trudging forward, their expressions unwavering, driven by some unspoken command. You watch as Yagan, with grim determination, fights back against the remaining the assassins who have breached past you and are approaching Maverick, felling one after another. Before long, all of you, and including them, are completely surrounded. They're seemingly coming from every direction at once. And Yagan, in a desperate move, weaves an incantation with his hands and conjures Odaluk's resilient sphere around Maverick as he watches as assassins close in around him. Maverick desperately fights back, along with the rest of you. I assume you're still fighting.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Tooth and nail.
But as the assassins push forward, they close in around Yagan and Maverick. Several of them with blades charge forward, attempting to break through the sphere. You see the sphere begins cracking. Yagan begins pushing the sphere away. But as he does so, the assassins strike at him, stabbing with sword and spear. You watch as Yagan is pelted with attacks as he pushes Maverick away from the crowd, attempting to defend him. Maverick watches in horror as a single assassin rushes forward with a spear, and with one final push, he shoves the spear away. It begins rolling away. The spear pierces through his stomach. And as the spear rolls away, he falls to the ground. Dead. Everything becomes dark.
Lucille, you're not gonna believe this. Oh my gosh, it's me, Shannon McCook. I just saw the greatest show ever. It was hands down the greatest show that's ever been put on. It was amazing. It was by the Discount Heroes. They're the Discount Heroes. You're not gonna believe it.
Well, that's not possible. Earth, Wind, and Fire was here last week, and that was the greatest show.
That's the crazy part. Earth, Wind, and Fire was there, and they got beat because it was the greatest show ever, and they're doing it every Thursday. Every Thursday. I don't know how.
What happened to the show?
Well, there was like...
I was here too. It's me, Neil McDaniel. I was at the show. It was the greatest show I ever seen.
Neil McDaniel was with me. You're not gonna believe it. Neil,
You were there?
I was there. I wrote a title rave with Copes, the Circle of the Stars Druid.
he was riding the bass.
You what? You can't ride a bass.
A bass, that's the coolest thing you could possibly ride. You can, with your hands.
You might be able to ride a bass, but you ain't riding no bass.
I was riding that bass with him. I swear to God, he said you can come catch him every single Thursday.
Okay, you were not riding that bass. That's a lie.
I said I was riding right next to him. And he said, come and catch me. He said something about a bird tweeting around.
Oh, he did talk about that tweeting bird, but only the cool kids got the info from the roadie. He said if you join him on the Discord, you get in backstage. You get to talk to the band members.
This sounds like a tall tale, Neil and Shannon.
What do you mean, Shannon? You're Shannon, or I'm Shannon.
I'm Lucille, Shannon.
I can't believe it. My whole world has been blown.
Your mind is blown.
Oh, wait, I got the roadie right here. Come here.
You got the roadie? I mean, he's the least cool part of it, but I mean, that's still cool.
Thrasher, you get over here right now.
Hey guys, yeah, no media.
Well, they must guarantee a great show every week, huh?
I don't know, man. I heard it was sometimes questionable.
Yeah, no, they have an absolutely 0% money back guarantee. I think it goes off the rails a little bit sometimes.
That dude got his head cut off over there. Did you see that?
That's
I saw that, Neil McMahon-Brannigan.
But that was bullshit, because that dude should have died.
Wait, are you telling me there's two Neil McMahon?
Look, I'm glad you guys enjoyed the show, but I gotta go get set up for the after party.
Wait, there's an after party?
Come, see the band. Shut up! If you want to meet the band, or see them again, they play at, same bat time, same bat channel every Thursday. And don't you worry, questionable results are always guaranteed.
That was the greatest damn show I ever seen.
Who wants to see me die?
Oh, God. Did they say that?
Hey, did I miss the shrimp scampi? I smell shrimp scampi.
Oh, shit, I need to go take a shower. I forgot about that.
I'm turning my recording
I tried
off.
to grab you. You scampered off too soon.
Is that what we were looking for?
I think
Is
that's
that
it.
what everybody had in mind?
Is that a thing?
Okay. All right.
It's got to be the thing.
This is crazy.
Damn, man.
Everything becomes dark. That's it.
I like that.
That was great, Tyler. And that
What?
was great, Brent. That was sick.
That was so good.
That was so
I
fucking
love
good.
that. I'm sorry, Tyler's fucking shenanigans just broke me there.
When you said everything becomes dark, he just faded his camera out slowly.
First of all, he had a candle lit, and when you said he died, he blew it out. Then you said everything went dark, and he took his camera and just slowly drifted it up into the dark. It was really good.
But
Really good.
that was magical, Brent. I'm sorry, Tyler.
That was so good.
Stole that.
Now, Brent, are you sure in that moment, right before Yegan died, did he scream, "Do y'all want to see me die?" Or was it just the way you said it?
I thought for sure you were going to say Turtlebunga.
Turtlebunga! As the spear burst through his body.
Bunga bunga.
Oh,
Aaron, you will literally never live that one down.
I thought it was great.
I'm so glad y'all saw my camera work.
Yeah,
I'm sad I didn't get to see it.
It was so like intense and like deep, and then all of a sudden your camera just starts. Dude, the blowing out the candle, you had me hooked, man. You had me hooked.